Hi, good morning, everyone. Myself, Dr. Trina Dotto, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, JIS College of Engineering. And today I will teach you the subject Environment Studies, and the topic is Greenhouse Effect Control Measures. It is the part of Unit 3, Air Pollution and Control. And if you have any doubt regarding my lecture, you can communicate through either my email ID or mobile number. And in my personal details, both are given. So the title, subject title, that is Environment Studies, subject code BCAN 102. The course is BCA Credit 2, total lectures 40. And the prerequisite knowledge required to understand this subject, that is 11 and 12 standard. And the course page is given here. That is very important. When you join with the code, you can access entire study materials. So all the study materials are uploaded. Not only that, I have given different types of questions, the probable questions, semester questions, and also the solved problems. So please go through. First, you join with the given code and go through the entire study material. The topic is greenhouse effect control measures. So that is the part of Unit 3, Air Pollution and Control. And what are the course objectives? So here, the objectives are to develop the concept of greenhouse effect, to develop idea about global warming, to learn the consequence of global warming, and the most important part, to take control measures. What is the benefit of learning this? We have to take the control and measures. And you are the future generation. You will take the control and measures so that we can protect our Mother Earth. And what about the course outcome? To understand the natural environment and its relationship with human activities. So we understand about the natural environment, like how the greenhouse effect is created, what are the global warming, what is global warming, and how it affect our environment, so we can understand. To apply the fundamental knowledge of science, to apply the fundamental knowledge of science and engineering to assess environment and health risk, to develop guidelines and procedures for health and safety issues, obeying the environmental laws and regulation. So if you have the awareness, what should be done and what should not be done to protect our environment, then only you can create, or you can send the message to the management to take the different type of measures or creating the different types of laws or regulations. Next, the acquired skills for scientific problem solving related to air, water, noise, land pollution. That is the overall outcome for our environment studies. But in this topic, you will learn the greenhouse effect and global warming. So here you will learn that how it occurs, and you will learn the skills for scientific problem solving related to all this subject matter. Okay, so this is the entire syllabus of the environment studies. So Unit 1, it is the introduction part, and Unit 2, the ecology, Unit 3, air pollution and control, Unit 4, water pollution and control. Unit 5, that is land pollution, and Unit 6, noise pollution. And the suggested books also are given. So if you want to avail this, you can take it from our library. Now, what is greenhouse effect? So I want to tell you what is the old concept first. Any of you can tell that what was the old concept of greenhouse effect? Anybody can tell? Yes? Yes, that is the basically glass house. So in the colder climate, if we keep the plants in the glass house, it can grow. Because inside, it will get the warm condition. So a greenhouse traps the sunlight, okay, inside and keeps the plants warm. Okay, so here you can see that how it occurs. So here the sunlight can enter the glass house, but it cannot go outside because the sunlight is the shorter wavelength, and when it goes trying to goes the outside, it becomes the longer wavelength. So being the shorter wavelength, the sunlight can penetrate through the glass, but it cannot come outside as it becomes the longer wavelength. And as a result, the inside we get more temperature. It becomes warmer. And so that the plants can grow inside the glass house. That is the old concept of the greenhouse effect. So now, what is the greenhouse effect? We can see more example. Here, what you can look here, the sun's energy passes through the car's windshield. Okay, sun's energy can passes through car's windshield. The energy is trapped inside the car and cannot pass back through the windshield, causing the inside of the car to warm up. So you can understand why you can tell that you have the practical experience that inside the car there is warm than outside, and how it occurs in this way due to the greenhouse effect it occurs. Okay, so here the basic principle you can understand. So here you can see that it is the sunlight and the shorter wavelength. It is the shorter wavelength. It is 0.5 micrometer. So being the shorter wavelength, it can penetrate the blanket of atmosphere. Basically, we live on the Earth's surface, you know very well. So this is our Earth's surface. And the sun rays, incoming sun rays are coming through the blanket of atmosphere. So here is the atmosphere, you know, there is the different layers like troposphere, stratosphere, ionosphere, mesosphere, ionosphere. So this is our atmosphere. Now, the shorter wavelength can penetrate this atmosphere and it reaches to the Earth's surface. Now our Earth become very hot, like a hot ball, and it becomes, when it radiate back, now our Earth become a hot ball and it radiate back. So when it radiate back, it becomes the longer wavelength and it cannot go outside. So it becomes trapped, it cannot go outside, and as a result, our Earth's surface become very hot, warmer. So this phenomenon is called greenhouse effect. Okay, so if it is told that write down the definition of greenhouse effect, so you write that our Earth's surface is covered by a blanket of atmosphere which contains different types of gases, greenhouse gases like CO2, CH4, O3, H2O vapor, CFCs, O3, etc. not etc. Basically, there are only 6 greenhouse gases. They absorb the radiation, and the shorter wavelength can penetrate the atmosphere, but the outgoing longer wavelength cannot go outside. And as a result, our Earth's surface become hot, warmer. This phenomenon is called as greenhouse effect. Okay, so this is the natural process that warms the Earth's surface. When the sun's energy reaches the Earth's atmosphere, some of it is reflected back to the space and the rest is absorbed and radiated by greenhouse gases. So you have understood what is greenhouse effect. Now I am telling about the greenhouse gases. So what are the greenhouse gases? So there are only 6 greenhouse gases. Number 1, that is carbon dioxide, CO2, water vapor, H2O, nitrous oxide, N2O, tropospheric ozone, O3, methane, CH4, chlorofluorocarbon, CFC. So these 6 are greenhouse gases. Okay, so here you can see the percentage of different greenhouse gases are given here. So one question it can become into your mind that why all other gases are not greenhouse gases. Okay, so you think that why all other gases are not greenhouse gases. Okay, I will ask you later. So here the sources of carbon dioxide. What are the sources of carbon dioxide? So you can see that this is the forest fire, it is fire, and here it is the smoke coming from the industry. So there are different sources like human respiration, that is very common. You know that during the respiration we inhale oxygen and carbon dioxide is emitted. Industrialization, burning fossil fuel to generate electricity, burning of forest. CO2 is now 1/3 more than before industrial revolution. So next is nitrous oxide, N2O, that is the laughing gas. So what are the sources? Sources are vehicle exhaust, nitrogen-based fertilizer. Now, next one is methane, CH4, produced by bacteria living in swampy areas, wet rice cultivation, waste in landfills. So basically, we get it from the, we can say that any type of organic material, if it decomposed anaerobically, we get methane gas. Next one is CFC, chlorofluorocarbons. So here are different sources like aerosol sprays, making foam packaging, cleaning solvent, coolant in fridge, air conditions. So these are the sources of chlorofluorocarbon. Now you have learned there are 6 greenhouse gases. Can you tell that what are those? O2 is a greenhouse gas. N2. Anybody can tell that these are the greenhouse gas? No, only there are 6 greenhouse gases. You have learned that number 1. Okay, we can go to the previous. Okay, just you remember, try to remember. Number 1, what is CO2? Number 2, N2O. Number 3, CH4 methane. number 4 O3, number 5 CFC, chlorofluorocarbon, okay, and water vapor, H2O vapor. But if I ask that SO2 is a greenhouse gas? No. So there are so many gases in our atmosphere, but they are not the greenhouse gases. Like SO2, NO2, O2, they are not greenhouse gases. So what are the greenhouse gases and which one is not? How you can understand? So here the greenhouse gases. So these are greenhouse gases or not? Water vapor is greenhouse gases. Yes. Carbon dioxide is greenhouse gases. Methane is greenhouse gases. But O2 is not greenhouse gases. O2 is greenhouse gases. No. N2? No. Why they are not greenhouse gases? Because they are not IR active. What is it? I have told that the incoming solar radiation, one part you have to consider the radiation coming from the sun, and another part you have to consider the radiation which is going back from the Earth's surface. So the incoming solar radiation, I told this is the shorter wavelength, can penetrate easily, but the Earth radiation is the longer wavelength, and it is in the infrared region, and it is IR region, that is like 4 to 30 micrometer range. So when it matches, the frequency matches with the molecule, if the molecule has the dipole moment, if the dipole moment is 0, then there will be no bending, no stretching. But if there is the dipole moment, then there will be bending and stretching, and they are called IR active. Like say O2. So this is the symmetric structure, N2, that is the symmetric structure. So their dipole moment is 0, and so that it is IR inactive. That means it cannot absorb the IR radiation which is going back from the Earth's surface. But the CO2, methane, they are IR active. So they can absorb the IR radiation which is going from the Earth's surface. Okay, so very simple to say, the gases which can absorb the IR radiation, which is outgoing radiation, outgoing Earth radiation, they are called the greenhouse gases, but others are not. Others gases which cannot absorb the radiation, they are not the greenhouse gases. Okay, so I hope you are very clear. Okay, now I'm telling that the greenhouse gases, this is harmful or helpful. This is, you are learning nowadays that there are lots of environmental issues. One of them is greenhouse effect, another is global warming. So you are learning, listening lots of things like that. So you tell that this is completely, if it is completely absent, then we can exist, and what will happen? Yes? Okay, so it is the Mars and Venus. I will show you two cases. For Mars, atmosphere is negligible. Greenhouse effect is barely apparent. So surface temperature here, it is 218 Kelvin or minus 55 degree centigrade. Okay, so what you understood? That for Mars, there is no atmosphere. So no greenhouse effect. So temperature is very less. The temperature is very less. Okay, so you have understood that in that temperature also life does not exist. Now take the case of Venus. Okay, if you take the case of Venus, so here atmospheric pressure is very high. So it is 100 times than Earth. So here the CO2 concentration is 97%. So the greenhouse effect is very pronounced and the surface temperature is 750 Kelvin or 477 degrees centigrade. So you can understand that it is the reverse of the Mars. That means in Mars there is no atmosphere, no greenhouse effect. This case also life does not exist. For the case of Venus, there is a very high effect of greenhouse effect. There also life does not exist because the temperature is too high. So basically, the extreme cases we cannot live. If it is too low, then also we cannot, the life does not exist. If it is too high, then also life does not exist. So the balance is required. Now, what you can conclude? So greenhouse effect is required. Otherwise, the earth temperature would be very low, like Mars, and life could not survive. But now our problem is, now the issue is that this temperature increasing day by day due to the industrialization, the amount of carbon dioxide or other gases are increasing day by day. And as a result, the greenhouse effect is increasing, as well the global warming is increasing. So that is the main concern. Okay, so from this part, what you have learned, I just want to check. Like first MCQ, it is the assignment 1, that is, which of the following is a greenhouse gas? Who can answer? It is a very easy question. Which of the following is a greenhouse gas? Yes, yes. So it will be O3. Next question, which of the following is not a greenhouse gas? So what will be the answer? If you know very well that the name of the 6 greenhouse gases, then you can answer this type of questions. So which of the following is not a greenhouse gas? So O3, CO2, NO2, H2O vapor. So answer will be NO2. NO2 is not a greenhouse gas. Okay, so you can answer, and the short answer type question you can answer now. The define greenhouse effect, mention 6 greenhouse gases, explain why all the gases are not greenhouse gases. Next, why people cannot exist in Mars and Venus. So this question also you can answer. Next is global warming. Okay, so what is global warming? A gradual increase in the overall temperature of the Earth's atmosphere, generally attributed to the greenhouse effect caused by increased level of carbon dioxide, CFCs, and other pollutants. That is called global warming. So what you can say, the greenhouse effect is the cause and the consequence, the result is the global warming. That means as a result of greenhouse effect, as the greenhouse effect is increasing, so as a result, our Earth's surface become warmer. And that is basically called the global warming. Okay, so how it works, how global warming works. So here we are getting different types of greenhouse gases like CO2, we get it from the burning of fossil fuel and the pollution from coal, natural gas, and oil. So here we also get the different types of greenhouse gases from the so many automobiles, cars, the aeroplanes. Okay, so CO2 we are getting from different sources. And also the increased population is also the one of the cause. Another is the deforestation. We are cutting the plants for our requirement for the industrialization from the construction. The temperature is increasing. So what are the consequences? So you got the what are the sources, what are the causes. Now what are the consequences? Consequence means what are the effects of global warming. So it is a very common sense. If the temperature increases, so what will happen? The ice will melt. Okay, so this is the melting of glaciers. Here you can see the Antarctica, the examples. So what was the before and what is the situation of the current scenario? That is the current scenario. This is also examples that the situation before and the current situation. Here is the river Arizona, Colorado River. Here also you can see the current situation. Okay, so here you can see the river is so broad, but here it is drying up. So if the temperature increased, so it will be dried up. Okay, these are the also the consequence like polar bear extinction, melting polar ice caps, warmer waters, and more hurricanes. Okay, so you are getting more hurricanes. Few days before we got Amphan. So there are lots of extreme weather events. So one side we see that there is drought, another side we see the flood. So our climate is changing. Increased probability and intensity of droughts and heat waves. So if we summarize, so what are the global effects of global warming? Then what we can write. So global warming, what is global warming? You have learned that is the average global temperature, increasing of average global temperature. Okay, and what are the effects? That is the sea level rises, warmer weather makes glacier melts, melting glaciers and more weather to the ocean. Warmer weather also makes water expansion. That means sea level, that is why the sea level rises due to the water expansion. When water expands in the ocean, it makes up more space and the level of sea rises. Crops and food supply. Global warming may make the earth warmer in cold places. People living in these areas may have the chance to grow crops in new areas, but global warming might bring droughts to other places. Okay, so if there is the drought, then there will be the effect on crop production also. Another effects are climate change. So global warming also lead to an increase in the evaporation of water, more water vapor. With more water vapor, more rainfall is expected, but it is not evenly distributed. So the holding capacity of the atmosphere increases due to the hot temperature. That means as it becomes, our earth's surface become warmer, the atmosphere has the higher holding capacity. So generally there is no rainfall, but when there is rainfall, so it will become the flood. So the extreme weather condition increases. And there is the effect on the different, like we get made dry areas, wet areas, and also the different problems may arise, like destroy crop, food crop, affect animals, okay, encourage the growth of weed, pests, etc. So now the question is what we can do. We understand that there is the problem, but we have to find the solution. We have to think about the control measures. So how we can stop global warming. So there are lots of solution. Most important is the spread awareness. First of all, you have to be aware and you have to spread awareness in your environment. Turn off your computer or TV when you are not using it. Why? Because it consumes more power, more energy. And you know that electricity also comes from the carbon-based fuel, that is also coal-based. So how much energy we will, that means prepare or will consume, so the amount of CO2 emission also will be increased. So we have to think about the carbon emission. We have to reduce the amount of carbon emission. Okay, so we have to think about the power consumption so that we can use the smart bulb and we can reduce the power consumption. We can reduce the use of AC so that the power consumption reduced. Unplug unused electronics. Drive less, drive smart. So we can use the bicycle for the nearby places. And also instead of our private car, we can use bus to reduce the fuel consumption or burning of fossil fuel. And we have to keep in mind the 4 factors: the recycle, reuse, refuse, reduce, so that we can reduce the amount of waste we can recycle to generate the new products. As much as the amount of waste material will be increased, so also the CO2 and other greenhouse gases also will be increased, because this is a great problem of the waste management. And this is very basic thing, that the plant trees, always we tell that plant trees, tree plantation. And now the problem is that where you will do the tree plantation if there is no space, because everywhere we do the deforestation, we make the different construction, buildings, urbanization, industrialization, you know. So there is basically no space for the tree plantation. So we have to think innovative way, like we can do the vertical farming, like say different with the stacks, we can create different, we can plant different trees, okay. And not only that, we can make our own vegetable in our home. And in this vertical farming, the less amount of water is required and soil is not required. So this process we can follow. Basically, we cannot stop the economic growth. We know that due to our industrialization, due to our urbanization, due to our anthropogenic or human activities, the greenhouse effect is increasing or global warming is increasing. But we cannot stop the economic growth. We cannot reach, like say from our place, the new town, I cannot reach to Kolani by walking or by cycle. I have to use the vehicles which create the, that means the CO2 emission. So I have to think some smart way. Like one example I can say, like the digitalization reduces the use of paper. And you know the paper comes from the plants. Okay, so in this way, we can reduce the creation of the greenhouse gases. We can save our earth. So in uh, many companies were doing the paperless. They are using the term that is the paperless. That means they are not taking the printout. They are sending everything but through email, and they are keeping everything in the database in a soft copy. Okay, so the huge amount of paper can be saved. So in this way, we have to think. This is the solar power. We know that means the power generation is mainly based on fossil fuel. That is why we have to think about the alternate energy resource, because from the fossil fuel the huge amount of CO2 is created. So we are finding the alternate energy resource like say solar power, wind power, fuel efficient cars, and this is the solution, part of the solution, that is the Kyoto Protocol. It is what is the Kyoto Protocol? It is an international treaty which extends the 1992 United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change that commits state parties to reduce greenhouse gas emission based on the scientific consequences that global warming is occurring, and it is extremely likely that human-made CO2 emissions have predominantly caused it. The Kyoto Protocol was adopted in Kyoto, Japan on 11 December 1997 and entered into force on 16 February 2005. There are currently 192 parties. Canada withdrew from the protocol effective December to the protocol. December 2012 to the protocol. Okay, so Kyoto Protocol signatories has been done to protect our earth or to reduce the greenhouse gas emission. Okay, so this is also preventive measures has taken by different countries. So we have got different types of solution. So if we summarize, we can say like the tree plantation, afforestation, or we can do the vertical farming. We can use the alternate energy resource like wind energy, solar energy instead of fossil fuel based power. Okay, we can make a little change in our lifestyle so that we can reduce the greenhouse gases, like say cycling instead of taking our personal car or using the public transport. We can make some difference. So it is basically we have to start. Okay, generally what we think that we are everybody is doing, so why we will why I will sacrifice, but it is not the part. If you start, then you will see that so many followers you will get. So this is my suggestion, that you start from your home, like you switch off always. Somehow what happens, you move from one room to another room, you forget to switch off your light and fan. So you start from there. Then gradually you can create more habits, and not only that, you will get more followers. Then when you will start, you can see that others also will start. They will follow you, and they also will start. The simple habits to save our earth. Okay, so short answer type questions. Define greenhouse effect, consequence of global warming, how it can be controlled. Mention 6 greenhouse gases. Why all gases are not greenhouse gases. And also you have learned what is Kyoto Protocol. So if I summarize, so what you have learned today, you have learned greenhouse effect, greenhouse gases, global warming and consequence, importance of greenhouse effect, control of global warming. So you have learned these things. So it is, you have learned theoretically. I expect that in practical also you will do some practice. Okay, so this is the assignment. When you join with my code, you submit the assignment and I will do the gradation. So these are few more reference books. You can take it from our library, or in this lockdown situation, we are sending all books to your home. So you will get it. Okay, now thank you for listening. So now I will give a quiz and you will enjoy it. Okay. Okay. So here I have shared a code. So you join with this code. Here I have given few questions from the today's topic, and this game you will enjoy when you will play together. Okay, so here just I'm showing a sample. When all of you will play together, I'm doing for you, okay? Yes, I have done it correct. Okay, I hope everybody like to play the mobile game to the mobile. Yes, my point is increasing. Yes, 100% accurate. So these are very easy questions. When you will do, you can see the questions. And I hope everybody will get the 100%. And when somebody gets some more points, they will be above and other will be at the below. Okay, so there is only one player. So these are the highlights. And once again, thank you everyone. Okay, so you play the game in your home. I have already shared the link. Okay, for today, I am ending my session. Thank you everyone.